hour on BBC Two. First, it's Election Night with David Dimbleby and Peter Snow. They call him Fast Eddie. He's a winner, he's a loser, he's a pool shark. Paul Newman is the hustler here on BBC Two in half an hour.
Joe Swift. Enthusiastic entrepreneurs in search of a golden opportunity. A new series of Dragon's Den tomorrow at 8. Back to tonight, and the Learning Zone follows at 2 a.m. But first on BBC Two, an eye on world events with Nighttime News 24. For me, Paul Reid, good night. Also tomorrow, after 4 weeks of intensive training, Ron Atkinson commentates on a major football match, and Esther Ranson interviews live on the biggest chat show in France. Will it be a coup de grace or a public humiliation? The final showdown on Excuse My French at 9. That's it for tonight though. For me, Paul Reid, good night. The ironically named Ski Sunday special slips in half an hour. First, foodies and wine bores your day.
You know, it's amazing what turns up when you do a spot of housekeeping for your 90th birthday on Friday. This is the Giant's Causeway BBC Two Northern Ireland style. Now let's catch up and see where the finger of sacking was pointed on You're Fired.
But first,
Comedy tonight on BBC Two that's getting a cult following. The Mighty Boosh at 11:20. Then
On the Culture Show tonight, Bill Bailey with the BBC Concert Orchestra, an alternative folk.
Now on BBC Two and I with some strong language. It's the last leg of the race to the pole, and the Brits are on their last legs.
BBC Two's rocking around the Christmas tree in half an hour. Steve Wright presents a special Top of the Pops 2 after a mince-pie nightmare for Ria.
George Best once said, "I spent a lot of money on booze, birds and fast cars, and the rest I just squandered." Celebrating a football legend here on BBC Two with a whole evening of programmes. George Best Night begins at 9.
This is BBC 4 on BBC Two, rediscovering our roots in part 2 of Folk Britannia.
British television makes way for something new. BBC 1, 2 and 4 are about to be joined by the magic number 3. Live on BBC 2 at the launch of the BBC's brand new channel. Johnny Vaughan is the host, and this is BBC 3.
These are just a big mouth. What he didn't want you to know in Terry Jones' Barbarians at 9. Now hit the red button as BBC 2 returns to Chelsea.
And it's here every Thursday night from 9. On the way, Dara O'Brien returns to mock the week in half an hour. First new to BBC 2 now, meet Mitchell and Webb.